Hey everybody, it is sweet as honey. As we know, the honey is not always so sweet and well, the tea is full of heat. But not tonight. Tonight's a good night because I have BigRandy751984. I have to tell you all, I am super duper duper excited for this. He just doesn't know what I know. But anyways, Big Randy is a very huge creator over here in the worlds. He did an amazing sign for me that I will be showing, the honeybee sign. Not only that, see the Titan outfit all the way to the shoes. He does clothing. He has a clothing line. And Big Randy, what else over here in the worlds is it that you do?
I do pretty much everything, which is mostly basically how I've always had an approach to knowing how to do many things that people would, you know, want done. So, I build worlds for people. I make assets for people. Uh, that's essentially what I do in here. I've been doing it for about 3 years, and yeah, that's essentially what I do in here.
And if you don't mind me asking, how did you what made you get started on building in the worlds here?
So I used to go to I think it was Jay Courtney's house when I first got on, but I didn't know that a lot of stuff that was built in Horizon was built by the people in Horizon. I thought it was just built by Horizon itself. And then I spoke to him one day and I was like, well, I'm used to building. I was always, built things with my hands in real life, making molds, making epoxy resin things and stuff like that. So it was just something that was right up my alley, and it would save me a lot of money to spend on Amazon buying stuff to build with. So this was right up my alley. So that's when I started building, and just trying to use different techniques to get better at building and things like that.
What would you say is your biggest accomplishment over here?
Biggest I don't know. I would well, my best world is probably Mind Surprise. Because I was going through something at the time, and I just went in one day and just built the whole world. But a lot of times when building and coming up with ideas, sometimes it's one of those things where you got to sleep on something, you have a difficult time, and then you come up with an idea and then just go in and just do it. I encourage a lot of people to build because it's therapeutic too. But yeah, but you got to practice.
So I had a friend who she started building, right? And she's like, "Oh, come over here." And I'm like, I am not a crafter." And she tried to get me to build. And I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm a gamer. I don't do this, right? So I don't know. One day, I don't even, I wanted clothes. Clothing line is where I'm at. I'm in the clothing line deal. That's where I want to be. And so I said, well, the only way I can do this is I got to get a place, right? And then Tyrone, born to win big, he dropped me 4 spots. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these? And the one place that he dropped me, I have been working on that. I've been working so hard. But let me tell you, what he dropped me doesn't look nothing like it now. I have messed it up so many, like now my airplane don't fly. But I'm going to be like, I done messed up everything and they're scripting everything. But it's not like I'm one of these determined people. I will go in there and fix it. But thank God I've got 8 clones of that house that I can be like delete and go back to the original and start from the beginning if I need to. But you're right. It's a process and it's actually therapeutic. You're right.
Yeah, you're going to make mistakes and be you need to be comfortable and not fearful of making mistakes because that's a part of it. Because every nobody starts off as being the best. At one time they were the worst. So practice, practice. And I remember my ROTC instructor, Master Gunny, used to say, "Practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect." So you just keep trying, and then I tell people all the time, you know, I teach classes in building and things like that. So I always tell them I can't always tell you how to do something the way you should know how to do it yourself, because you might have a technique that works for you in your building technique. And I have building techniques that are specifically for me because I practice troubleshooting in my own way that's unique to
Right.
me. You know, everybody can get to a goal, but everybody doesn't have the same destination of how to get to the goal. So
You're exactly right. And listen, it took me forever to learn how to snap. Stupid. I didn't even know how to snap a wall together. And then one day I was in there playing. I snapped the wall together, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, here's how you snap it together. I don't go and ask for like lots of help or anything like that. I want to figure it out for myself. Now I found a YouTube video. Watch out, people. But it's like houses like this that is exquisite. They're amazing.
mhm,
And to think that the hard work that has gone into somebody putting something together like this, little pieces at a time, or even the assets that go into this, it's amazing, you know? So
yeah.
what is next for Big Randy? What do you have on the horizon for you now?
But now I'm glad I'm, you know, able to make clothes now because like during COVID, I used to design clothes and make clothes for people and things like that. And I was waiting to get into the door. And then I got into the door, you know, I could be as creative as I can imagine. So right now I'm doing the clothes thing. I'm doing a world with a friend of mine, and I got something that I want to do. There's probably two things coming up in December, baby. I know one is coming up in December, and another world is maybe coming up in December. But I gotta work out a script of how to make it work. So, uh, yeah. So I have two or three things coming in December. But right now, you know, it's mostly, you know, a lot of times I get a message or a call. So, you know, somebody needs me to do something, see if I can create something. If I have you know, a way of how to get to something, then, you know, I'm always open, you know, to communicate with. That's what I do
Okay.
most of the time. Most of the time, I'm creating stuff, trying things, and trying new things, and just trying to get better each day of what I do.
That's the way I am with the digital work that I do. You know, I never thought in a million years I would get into doing some of the digital videos and creations that I do. And now I have people reaching out and saying, hey, can you do a video of something me doing this or a video of doing something like that? And it's a lot of fun. I can expand my creativity in ways I never thought imaginable, you know. So it's really a lot of fun. And I think that people here in Horizon World, don't be scared. Come in, try, build a world. I actually have a very young kid after we get done here talking. He is so excited. I'm going to drop him one of my worlds that I have. And I told him to have fun, go build and have your way with it, you know? So that's another thing that I think that is great about Horizon World is people like Big Randy being so welcoming to other people in here and networking. Networking is amazing amongst all of us in here. So, thank you, Big Randy, for just taking the time to come in and speak on the YouTube video here that I have. And, we're going to post this across a lot of metaverse and stuff like that. I want people to know that you can come in and, be your own person in here and do creativity however you see fit, you know? Um,
Mm,
Making the clothes is where it's at right now. I'm telling you, but boy, I got some ideas, y'all. You know, I've been waiting to get in there and start doing my own clothes thing. It's a little bit different than what a lot of other people are doing, so I'm pretty excited about that too. I'm doing a men's line, people. I think there's a need out there for some men's clothing out there. There's a lot of females clothing, but I see some need for silver foxes. Our older gentlemen, you need some love.
yeah.
Just saying. All right. Anything else that you would like for us to tell everybody else out there about anything else that you're doing? We know you have the signs. We know you have the clothing. Anything else, if they're needing, they can contact you through your social media, through Instagram, through Oculus.
Yes, you can contact me on here. It's BigRandy751984. That's the same across Instagram, Facebook, Meta, anywhere you can inbox me and request anything. And I'm usually always available. I'm retired. I ain't got nothing to do. So
And listen, I'm trying to tell you guys, his signs, I can't wait for you. I'm going to go in and make sure. I actually changed the color on the wall behind the sign to make the sign pop a lot better. I hate that you can't see it, but you'll see it. Don't worry. But he does amazing work, guys. So make sure. I even hit up somebody else and said, "Hey, do you need a sign?" Hit up, and that's how we got in the conversation about you. So just if you're needing something, hit him up. I'm interested maybe in even taking a class on building because this girl needs it. I need some classes on building. For real. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. This is Sweet as Honey. Always remember to like, comment, share, and if you're not subscribed, why not? Why not? It's free. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Keep it sweet.